some more European news, and one of the big ones is this one right here. Neymar
Oh boy.
closing in, about to go to an undergoing a medical ahead of a 90 million pound move to al-hilal. Is this the end
Adios. Bye. See you later.
the Brazilian star? He has passed, and this is why I tell people, and it is our job, the people that listen, the people that watch, to let them know who the legends were before and what the importance of their game was and how they shaped the game. And not only that, but that today is easy to break stats and records and almost
Hmm.
be like, okay, the people before didn't exist. He has broken Pele's record for now. He's got it beaten by a mile for Brazil. He has done nothing, nowhere near what Pele did for Brazil, and actually nowhere near what Pele did for football in the world. So
Nothing.
just to throw that out there. And Neymar, even though I like the way he played in the very beginning. Right now, it almost seems like it's about the cash, and it's not because he's going to Saudi Arabia, but it has been for a while. He hasn't been playing. He's kind of been all over the place talking about when he's going to retire and making statements during competitions like the World Cup, saying that this might be my last one. I'm going to retire young, and I'm going to go to the MLS. I don't want to go back to Brazil, and you know, is obviously this has to be over for him as far as top elite football.
I listen. I've I'm not a fan of this player. I know that he got injured, but he got injured because he was always trying to embarrass people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He'd sit on the ball. He always thought he could get past people. And what would they do? They'd kick him in the ankles. And he wondered why he was hurt all the time because of the way he played. He deserved it in a weird way. Like, you're trying to embarrass people all the time. They're not going to let you do that. The thing that I like to show that I always look at with him is since he got to PSG, his first season, 20 games. This is in the league. Now, Champions League and other things, he has failed to play. He played over 20 games just once in 7 seasons now. His best season was his first season. He averaged 1.6 goals and assists per game, which is incredible. It went down every year until last season when he had a decent season of 13 and 11. But it had been declining. He had been in decline from a very high peak. I have to be clear. But he never scored 20 goals at PSG. His first 2 seasons at Barcelona were 20-goal seasons, and he was supposed to be. I think the issue for him is where it started. He was supposed to be
the best player
the
in the world.
mantle from Messi and
Yeah,
Ronaldo,
yeah, yeah,
and he's clearly not that. It's Mbappe. Mbappe is the guy.
yeah.
And from a culture perspective, football culture perspective, he is a massive, massive, massive star. I was talking to Kartik Krishnaiyer from World Football Talk, World Soccer Talk. They have a podcast that they do media, but he wrote that he thought that MLS should get Neymar because, for casual fans, Neymar still matters. But for
Yeah.
hardcore football people, we're like, whatever. But there are only really 5 or 6 players that move the dial. I think that the Premier League, why it's so big is that the Premier League itself and the brands of the teams themselves are bigger than the players. And they did that on purpose. There's only Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, Holland now, I think, is in that, Mbappe. He argued that Kane is a big name internationally. I'm like, no, he's not. He's boring. Those 5, and then Pogba and Zlatan were also in that list, but they're now gone. But those 7 names are the only ones that have any brand power in terms of footballers. I can't think of any other football player who's playing right now that is bigger than their club, right? Those are the 6 or 5, I think. And everyone else doesn't matter. And Neymar lives based on being good and winning, but he's in decline. He looks bloated. He looks partied out. He looks done as a superstar. To go to Saudi Arabia at 31 is a travesty. He should be in his prime. He should be in his prime. Look at Ronaldo. Ronaldo at 31 was winning Champions Leagues, right? I'm going to check that right now.
Yeah,
What
well, he
what are
won.
you doing?
He was competing for
What
the.
are you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah.
Right? I just want to make sure I get Ronaldo's numbers, right? Yeah. At 30 is when they won the 3 Champions Leagues in a row. Ronaldo was 30, they won the Champions League, then they did a double. They won the league and the Champions League, and they won it again. Anything at 30, right? Ronaldo was scoring 31 goals at 34, 35, 29 goals. Scored 14 last year. Never missed a game. Over 2,500 minutes a season for 15 straight years. What are you doing, Neymar? It's ridiculous. The greats don't get hurt because they know how to play.
For top football news, debate, analysis, and opinion, join Top Football Club. Watch live on YouTube or on the Top FC News website, or listen live on the AMP app and on your smart speaker. Top Football Club.